Greetings, family. Salutations. High vibrations and positive animation. I hope we find everyone in the highest frequency possible as we type into this light in oneself, this 528 miracle tone frequency. Allow this cell regeneration and energy boost to have the highest and most valuable impact on you, and enjoy. This is your host and co-pilot, Sawu the God. Hi, it's good to one and all. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Greetings, family. Stillness and blessings. Love and light. Health and wholeness. Stillness and blessings. Love and light. Health and wholeness. Stillness and blessings. Love and light. Health and wholeness. We rocking with a little clear this space with a little sage and lemongrass. But without further ado, I hope everybody is in the highest vibration possible. It is I, Sawu the God. I hope everybody is in their highest version as possible. And as I say, feeling good for no reason at all, because only you can, and it's healthy. We're going to get off into these 4 words for the day. Got a few things to touch on, kind of different twists, because these came to me. These came to me over the course of the night, at different intervals, because I couldn't sleep. Wrestling in the universal energies of the spirit. I was up and down all night, so upon the time that I was up, I was led to write down some things. The universal spiritual laws of attraction abundance, and manifestation, all working for you. And they all working cohesively in our life and always been. The only difference is, or the only difference now is, we the people are awakening to the very secrets or hidden mysteries of divine mind through the knowledge of ourselves. And that's a good thing. Congratulations. I said that to say so I know we all been maintaining positive attitudes and outlooks and expectations. Correct, family? Thank you. Whatever path you're on, it takes you to know that you're on the right path. Life path, whatever path. I say that to say I urge you to continue in that vein. Because it got to feel right to you. It can't feel right to nobody else and work for you. It got to feel right to you to work for you. It's about the lessons we learn, not what occurred for us to learn the lesson. I'm going to repeat that. It's about the lessons we learn, not what occurred for us to learn the lesson. Y'all see life going on, so we got to partner traffic. I support and encourage us in all our spiritual endeavors. And I remind us all that we have all that we need within us to find success and personal fulfillment. Now, that probably going to resonate with each and every one of us or whoever come across this video in a different way. And that's good. It's supposed to. Because we are divinely unique beings here for different purposes through our life paths towards a common goal, hopefully, ascension. And that's beautiful, beautiful people. And speaking on that, you know, I got a call the other day. I was talking to a brother that I build with, Austin, younger brother, and he was like, Sawu, who made the ascension? And I was like, everybody. So he was like, Sawu, who didn't make the ascension? And I said, nobody. Now I know I left a major question mark or shit stain on his brain by what I said. And I sat waiting for the question that I know was going to come, or the urge for me to explain what I said. So when it came, I said, man, you got to understand this. And this is what I'm saying to the family. We must understand this. Ascension, it's not a one-way process. You could be ascending positively, or you could be ascending negatively. That's what, whatever you ascending on, whatever you want, you either building more of, or you building less of so you can build more of something else. But ascension, you can ascend. You could. My point is this: if you got a heavenly mind, you're probably ascending in positive ways. If you got a hell of a mind, you probably ascending in a hell of a way. So ascension can carry you. It can carry you to the depths of hell, or it can carry you to the heights of your heaven, which is within you. That's my point. New information and positive news is always good to partake in as we continue to develop and learn how to listen. Learn how to listen to our intuition and heed its guidance for our highest good. Many of us need to step out the comfort zone and take advantage of the new to enter our life. We need to allow the new, whatever the new is to you. You got to allow the new to come into your life. So we can continue to elevate, evolve, and expand. I thank y'all for taking this time to join with me, family. And I hope we still in a positive mode you know, because I am. I'm feeling good for no reason at all. I don't know how to do nothing else. We're going to proceed to the 80K loop, book 2, Law of Life. We're still in the Ascended Masters, Cosmic and Divine Beings. And we're on the page 359, John the Beloved. John the Beloved, or the Beloved John. John, the disciple of Yahshua, who was closest to him, later became known as John the Beloved. He had the knowledge of the I Am present and understood the law better than any of the other disciples. That's important. In early life, he and his brother James were placed under the guardianship of Joseph and were greatly blessed in that association. Whose associations are blessing you? Who, by the people who you associate with, how is it blessing you? In early life, he and his brother James were placed under the guardianship of Joseph and were greatly blessed in that association. Joseph belonged to the Essene Brotherhood. The Essene Brotherhood. Research the Essenes. The outer branch of which he entered at the age of 15. This prepared him for the service he was to render with Yahshua and his mission on earth. John saw Yahshua once while in the outer temple, and Yahshua walked by into the inner temple. John, with his attention on Yahshua, stopped his ceremony for a moment, thought and felt deeply within himself that the man would be outstanding among all others, although he did not know of his future mission and association. John, at the time of his maturity, returned to outer world life, remembering the mysteries he had learned. He seemed to be waiting for some certain unknown call, as we are also many others in the various localities. When the call went forth, of course this was on the inner planes, when the call went forth, some heard it and responded, and it was subtle, and many are still waiting for that call and for the Messiah to come. Now these 2,000 years later, we have again been at such a point. And when that call went forth in the early 1930s, yes, many responded, but many more did not. John and those who associated with Yahshua learned much through radiation as well as from verbal expressions. Radiation and verbal expressions. Many things they pondered over long after Yahshua had left them. John was the only disciple Yahshua could talk with freely because he comprehended and knew that Yahshua's mission was, and knew what Yahshua's mission was. The others did not. How many know what your mission is where others don't? He learned to draw forth and radiate divine love. That impersonal love was greatly needed among the followers of Yahshua, especially during those years after Yahshua had ascended. Mother Mary had been left in his care, and through his love, he was able to greatly assist her, until she too made the ascension some 30 years after Yahshua. Soon after that, John also made the ascension. John and Mother Mary witnessed Yahshua's ascension along with many others. They had been made aware of the great event beforehand, Yahshua having informed them. When Yahshua had ascended, John wondered what he would do without him. Is it anybody you wonder what would you do without? It's deep. But Mary was a great comfort, strength, and courage to him until he was anchored sufficiently within his own light to meet the Master. John had been trained on the inner, while the Essene Brotherhood, and had become able to receive the words from the archangels, as Mary did also. After Yahshua's ascension, John could see him and receive instruction from him. He was in daily contact with Yahshua during the following 30 years and grew more and more to look like him. He wrote down the things Yahshua gave him. He wrote revelations in, and there is much more to them than what there is in the Bible. He wrote down the things Yahshua gave him. He wrote revelations, and there is much more to them than what there is in the Bible. He said these writings were preserved on earth yet today and would someday be brought forth. John gave a discourse December 21st, 1937, through Godfrey Ray King, which was the first time for him to speak to the people of earth since he made the ascension. He is the embodiment of divine love. That is, his particular God quality in service to mankind. We all need more divine love, and now have the privilege of calling to it. Strauss, Tales from Vienna Woods, is his keynote. His electronic pattern is a Maltese cross. Thank you, thank you, Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your motivation. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for your inspiration. Thank you for taking this time to spend some time with me. Thank you. And as we share in high frequency and positive motivation. Um, Thank you for your like, share, subscribe, questions, and comments. Thank you for your donations, love, and support. My Cash App is $SAIWOODAGOD. That's $Sawu to God. As always, inspire, encourage, and compliment. Stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness, family. Peace, shalom, and positive vibrations.